beautiful? How do I look? I stare at the mirror and I wonder. Sometimes body shaming takes over. This is a beautiful narrative. And Anastasia, as young as she has brought out the nuances of life so beautifully, very impactful. I just browsed through this and I decided I'm going to read this right now. Because I think you're beautiful. Rachel was the youngest of 3 children. All were girls. She was a dusky, chubby brunette, in contrast to her lean, pale, blonde-haired sisters. Her family wasn't fond of her because she didn't look like any of them. They always made sure to let her know that they thought she was fat, ugly, and stupid, constantly comparing her to her elder beautiful sisters. Rachel became a victim of verbal and emotional bullying by her own family. As she grew up, she started showing symptoms of bulimia, which is binge eating and purging, as a result of poor self-esteem. "You're definitely not one of us," her mother cruelly remarked after Rachel was diagnosed with bulimia. By the time she was 18, Rachel had severe body image issues. She left for college, determined to never come back home. Her family had always made her feel unwanted and unloved. She had tried her best to fit in, but just couldn't. She wasn't like them. College was the best escape from this cage of hopelessness she was locked up in. While in college, she was very conscious of her appearance. Her weight constantly fluctuated. Within the first few months, she had started dating a guy with severe anger problems. He was physically abusive to her and told her, "You better stick around with me, because no one's going to date a girl as fat as you." Different words, the same sad truth. I met her on campus, sitting aloof. On a closer look, I noticed her nose bleeding. "Oh my gosh, Rachel, what happened?" He was drunk. When I asked him why he was drunk, he hit me in the face. "How dare he? We need to stop this. Let's make a complaint." "Anne, just let it be. I deserve this. No one wants to go out with me. At least he's there for me. I guess this is the way it is." I was astonished at Rachel's revelation. She was willing to accept an abusive boyfriend because she felt worthless. She continued, "I'm born ugly, Anne. I hate myself for who I am. I binge eat and then feel guilty and puke. Ever since I was little, everyone told me I was fat and stupid." Rachel, you are beautiful. Just because you are who you are, remember that you can't change yourself. Your value doesn't depend on how you look or what people say. Looks are superficial. You are special in your own unique way. The ones who love you will love you for who you are and stick around through the worst. You deserve someone worthy of your love, someone who loves you completely for the person you are. After my meeting Rachel, I questioned myself. If it doesn't really matter, why do we still call people fat, ugly, and stupid? Why do we still judge people based on the color of their skin and appearance? Why wouldn't we like to hang out with someone who we believe isn't as cool as we are? The answer is because we live in a society where fear and judgment prevail. No one is appreciated for who they are. They are expected to become someone else's version of them because family or peer pressure. We condition ourselves to believe that. And this gives rise to an endless cycle of worthlessness. Like Rachel, youngsters have been brainwashed with a family member's various ideas of perfection or the way others perceive beauty. And when we don't fit into that mold, we are thrown out or forced to get out. Not because we are ugly, fat, or stupid, just different. Our idea of beauty is greatly influenced by the most superficial and material standards set before us. The Instagram feeds and Snapchat filtered selfies we see every day featuring skinny supermodels, muscle celebrities, billionaires living the life influence us a great deal. We stop appreciating who we are. We become critical of ourselves because we aren't like them. And eventually, we condemn ourselves. In real life too, the captain of the football team, the popular girl squad in college, the cool kids on the block are people we would want to be like and hang out with them. This lack of gratitude and excessive wants gives rise to anxiety, judgment, and hate. If we stopped bullying the weak kid who can't stand up for herself, we would have a world where people can be who they want to be. If we stopped labeling people with names that insult them or their personality, we would have a world where people are happy to be themselves, without the fear of being judged for who they are. If we stop judging and discriminating people just because they don't fit into our idea of cool, and we focused on loving them instead, we would create a world with less people who end their lives every 4 seconds because of a negative self-image. From the beginning of time, we have been going around with people who perfectly fit our idea of perfection, whatever that is. We love and love unconditionally. I love you because you make me happy. You make me laugh. You make me realize my true worth. The list goes on. Instead of hating, judging, and bullying, we need to start loving unconditionally. Let's give love a chance. Let's say yes to love, a full yes. I love you for who you are, even if you're different from me, or my idea of beauty, perfection, whatever. I love you because you're worthy of love. And I love you because in this world of hate, we need to start loving and loving unconditionally. Unconditional love.
So tough. So tough.
Jesus loved us unconditionally.
Yeah, I'm not Jesus. That's the beauty of it. Human as we are, somehow there are always parameters within which we want our love to go out. I will love you if this. I will love you when. That's the conditionality of the love we offer. So
Expectations.
Yeah.
We expect a lot from love.
And we expect people to jump through those hoops for us.
Absolutely. And when those expectations are not met, we are saddened, we become angry, we break relationships.
We are hurt.
We are hurt. And hurt is ego.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's that when I'm angry with myself. Because I can't change my image for you to love me.
Yeah, because we've made this larger in life image about ourselves. Yeah.
And then,
Being unconditional is a Herculean task. However, we need to strive.
it's all we can do.
Yes, we need to strive. And whilst we're striving to learn to be unconditional, what is important is that we become aware every second of our emotions, every second of our actions. And analysis is required. We're not saying be over-analytical or over-critical, but that awareness of how are my thoughts affecting me? How are my actions and thoughts affecting other people? It's important
I
for us to
realize
get there.
I realize that even if I'm not saying anything while we are sitting here, my emotions are giving me a kind of a yardstick to evaluate the situation, the transaction, the mood, whatever. So it's like you said exactly. It's like saying my emotions are telling me, whether I'm comfortable with this situation, whether I'm
Absolutely.
loved in this situation, whether I've got to be afraid in this situation.
Yes. And when we say, ugly things to the other person, you're fat, you're this, you're that, you're actually evoking those kinds of emotions, negative emotions, and that stays with you. Because you and I mean, all of us, we are ruled by emotions. And it is these emotions that actually, make us act in a particular manner.
That's what Daniel Goleman speaks about in emotional intelligence, no?
Oh yes, oh my God, he's brilliant. And it became a study in 1995. Yeah, because the world was, there was an emotional malaise all around the world. There was depression, there was rage, there was marital violence and divorces and what have we.
You get people who are so sinister in the way they can manipulate other people's emotions by what they say, what buttons to press to evoke what emotions.
They're brought up like that. They're influenced. If say in a corporate, if my leader is the way he is, he's a narcissist, because a lot of people are becoming narcissists today, and he behaves in a manner that is going to affect me. Now I will want to hit back. So I will learn those kinds of, ways of hitting back. I will pick up his qualities because I am receiving that all the time. So to protect myself as a defense mechanism, I am going to learn to be like that. And so I'm affecting the other person. And that is the vicious circle that goes on.
One narcissist almost begets another one.
Of course, hate begets hate, evil begets evil. So you are creating a society of people that are emotionally disturbed today.
That from our classrooms, you have disciplinary issues and all, starts from there.
Everything has a root cause to it.
But I think that's what's necessary. When we find the root cause, we probably can attend to it there.
But for that, you need introspection.
Yes.
You need self-analysis. You need to spend time with yourself to understand who you are and to believe yourself, rather believe in yourself, and above all, to love yourself. When you can love yourself unconditionally, you can then give the unconditional love to others.
Then I no need to be influenced by your comment about me.
Absolutely.